Now we're going to explore asynchronous JavaScript and AJAX. Asynchronous programming is crucial for building modern web applications that can handle multiple tasks simultaneously without blocking the user interface. Now before we dive into coding, let's understand the importance of asynchronous programming and AJAX in web development. Asynchronous JavaScript allows us to execute multiple tasks simultaneously, improving the performance and responsiveness of our web applications. AJAX, or Asynchronous JavaScript and XML, enables us to make requests to a server without reloading the entire page, allowing for dynamic and interactive user experiences. Let's start by exploring asynchronous JavaScript and how it works. In this code snippet, we use the setTimeout function to demonstrate asynchronous behavior. The code inside the timeout function is executed after a specified delay, in this case 2000 milliseconds, while the rest of the code continues to execute. This allows us to perform tasks in the background without blocking the execution of other code. Now, let's move on to AJAX and making asynchronous requests to a server. In this code snippet, we create a new XML HTTP request object using the new XML HTTP request constructor. We then use the open method to specify the request type, get, post, etc., and the URL of the server. The onload event handler is triggered when the response is received, and we check if the status code is 200, indicating the successful request, and if so, we log the response text to the console. Now, once we receive a response from the server, we can handle it accordingly. In this code snippet, we parse the response text using json.parse to convert it into a JavaScript object. We then pass the data into a displayData function where we can manipulate and display it on a web page. This allows us to work with the server's response and update the user interface dynamically. AJAX requests are commonly used to interact with APIs and retrieve data from external sources. In this code snippet, we use the fetch function, a modern alternative to XML HTTP requests, to make a GET request to an API endpoint. We chain then methods to handle the response and convert it into a JSON format. Finally, we pass the data to the displayPost function to display the post on the web page. The catch method is used to handle any errors that may occur during the request. And that concludes our tutorial on asynchronous JavaScript and AJAX. We covered asynchronous JavaScript concepts, making AJAX requests, handling responses, and working with APIs. With this knowledge, you now have the power to create dynamic and interactive web pages.